All right, real quick while I get the scale set and ready. The way it's going to work, we're bringing them in 10-1. We're going to add to their 2-day total. If they take the lead, they're going to stop right here. This is where these anglers want to be. That is what we call our hot seat, and that's what Arlene was talking about. And we do make it uncomfortable specifically. We got it out in the sun, getting hot. We don't really want them to be comfortable. We want them to be nervous. But that's a good place. It's the best place to be sitting while this weigh-in's rocking and rolling. All right, I'm ready. Scales are ready. The question is, you guys ready? What about over here? We almost get a Ray Scott A-team, B-team going on. You guys ready? Y'all ready? How about you guys? He's talking over there trying to figure out when B.A.S.S was founded or something to get a rod and reel. All right, on 3, let's hear it all together. 1, 2, 3. I'm no Dave Mercer. We know this. But we got to do better than that. All right, so on 3, I want that all doubled. So on 3, let's hear it. 1, 2, 3. All right. I think we are ready to go. He's coming into today in 10th place. He told me he always wanted to get into fishing. He's got a 2-day total. Let me fix that real quick. All right, we're ready. He's got a 2-day total of 42 pounds and 5 ounces. Come on up. He's from Fort Ann, New York, with 5 more fish to add to it. Rich Ortiz. All right, 5 in the bag. To take over the hot seat, you don't need much. You need 7 pounds and 5 ounces. He's got it, 18 pounds and 8 ounces. And Rich Ortiz moves into the lead with a 3-day total of 60 pounds and 13 ounces. And your new leader, let's hear it for Rich Ortiz out of Fort Ann, New York. All right, set them back right here. I'll hand them all, and we'll chat. Yes, sir. And what we can do, just come up on stage and grab them next time. Yeah, I'll give you a nod. What a week it has been, Rich. I think I said that right a minute ago. You've never been here, right? You're from New York, but never been here. But I think you'll be coming back.
For sure. It's awesome out here.
How'd you get it done this week?
So I can't fish current. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'm learning. So I just went inside the bays and just threw a hair jig and drop shot and football jig, found some fish.
Long run, or were you sticking close?
So I got a 2008 Bass Cat Pantera, and it went 100 miles a day.
Nice. Okay. All right. So you put it to work.
Today I went into limp mode at the Canadian Bridge.
Okay.
So I limped to my spot and I fished for a few hours, but I was scared, so I ran back. So.
Right. Hair jigs, running a good ways, but staying out of the current, and you may be one of the few who did that.
Yeah, well, I was just out of the current enough that I could fish.
We were talking also a minute ago, you've been a musician for a long, long time, but once COVID hit, you kind of fell in love with tournament bass fishing, and here you are.
Yeah, since I was 3, I always watched Bassmaster with my grandfather, fished my ass off, my whole life, and finally had the chance to competitively fish when COVID hit. It was a blessing in disguise. So this is a dream. I've always wanted to do it. So
what about thank yous? We got the crew up here. We got friends and family out there. Who do you want to recognize?
Certainly want to thank my wouldn't be possible without my major sponsor, Costa. And then we have Cash and Rods. We have Berkeley. We have Fish 307. We have Missile Baits. And so thanks to those guys for helping me get this all done. And also the Whitetail Group. Nice. Real cool spot. So also thank God for this.
You ever sat in a hot seat?
Never have.
First time for everything. Have a seat. Oh, yep.
Got a special treat. So it's Easton's birthday tomorrow. He's going to be 6 years old right here.
Awesome, man. Happy birthday. That's cool. So 6 and how old?
8.
All right, 6 and 8. Well, happy early birthday. Easton, right? Yes, all right, let's tell Easton happy early birthday. How about it? On 3, I want to hear everybody say happy birthday, Easton. How's that sound? Go stand right here so everybody can see you. Or you want to sing to him? You're a musician. There we go. Here we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Easton. Happy birthday to you.
That's really what it's all about. Have a seat right there. We'll see how long you can last. All right, he was in 9th coming into today with a 2-day total of 42 pounds and 8 ounces. He's from Ontario. Come on up, Mr. Gary Miller. Yeah, Rich can sing, can he? 42.8, 18.6 puts you in the lead. 3 in the bag. We're at 10 pounds and 9 ounces. 10.9 today. Go ahead and grab 2. Everybody's going to hold them today. gives you a 3-day total of 53 pounds and an ounce, has you in second place, and anytime you're making it to Championship Saturday, it's been a successful week. So let's hear for Gary Miller, one time with 53-1. And like I said, anytime you're here on this stage, I mean, we had 212 anglers. There's 202 who wish they could be here, and here you are.
Oh, yeah. I had a good few days. Today I kind of made a long run, and I knew I needed a big bag to try and really compete, so I gambled and made that long run and checked some areas that I knew had big fish, but they just weren't there today. And even when I tried to scramble to get a limit, I couldn't even do that, so it was kind of a rough day.
Rough day, but again, so keys this week. Let's talk about that. How'd you get it done days 1 and 2?
I was fishing mostly shallow on both days, Hank, so I was throwing a hair jig, drop shot, Ned rig, and spy bait, kind of the same rotation that I always use. And, yeah, I was able to get good fish the first few days.
Any thank yous or folks you want to recognize?
Yeah, I want to thank everyone at home, friends and family, for wishing me well. And I want to thank you guys. It's a great turn. It's my first time fishing an open event, and it was absolutely fantastic. Well run, and really enjoyed it.
We appreciate it. Hey, and you're off to a good start in the Opens. First try, and you're in the top 10. One more round of applause for Gary Miller. Make sure you grab your ticket there, Gary. We're still here. We survived one. That means we're only going to finish 9th now.
Sounds good. I like it. I won't be here long, though.
Every place a little more money, though.
I'll take it.
All right. Yes, maybe, what you want, go-kart? What do we think? What can we, every place, go-kart, is that what you want?
Yes.
I think you like that, go-kart. What else? You got a bike, right?
Yes.
Dirt bike, Mom?
This guy loves to fish.
Fish, how about a boat? How about a bass boat?
Yes.
I like it. All right. I better be quiet. I'm going to get myself in trouble. All right, let's welcome him up. He's from Chameau Bay, just down the road. Zach Goutremout, 2-day total, 42-13. Set him right there, Zach. 5 in the bag, 18-1, unseats Rich. For 18 pounds and an ounce, 5 fish. And 42-13 through his 2 days of fishing. 22 pounds and 10 ounces, and Zach Goutremout moves into the lead with a 3-day total of 65 pounds and 7 ounces. And there it is. It's here for Zach Goutremout with a 3-day total of 65-7, your new leader. Well, what a week it has been.
Yeah, it's been a good week. Had a little bit of problems, earlier this week, but ended up working out.
Yeah, I was going to say, you called me, and, I kind of had you circled a little bit. I was like, I'd like to be curious to see what Zach does here. And had some mechanical problems, but thankfully service crews got you going, and you're able to get a full weekend.
Yeah, I'm real thankful for those guys. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have made it back without them. Panicked a little bit, but he helped calm me down, and I was able to get a few hours of fishing in and bring in a decent bag and help carry me here.
So how'd you get those decent bags in, days 1, days 2, and then this good bag today?
I caught a lot of fish this week on a drop shot in 35 to 55 feet of water, and most of my big bites came on a Carolina rig.
You're running a long way away towards the boundary?
Yeah, about 5 miles from the lake.
You guys had a lot of curveballs this week. We had a pretty nice day, calm winds on day 1, but then yesterday it was cloudy and breezy at times, sunny and breezy, sunny and calm. It was kind of a crazy day yesterday. It was all kind of weather mixed in 8 hours.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Kind of had a few bite windows, and if you didn't capitalize on those little windows, you weren't going to catch much.
All right, thank you. I know you got a big group of friends out here who you want to recognize. Say thanks to.
Yeah, I want to get a huge shout-out to all my family and friends out there. I got a bunch of them. Thank you guys for coming. And a huge shout-out to all my sponsors. I couldn't do without them.
All right, we'll take the hot seat. You were there. We'll see how long you last. One more round of applause for Rich Ortiz. He's taking on some St. Croix dollars, too. So, again, congratulations to you. We'll see where you end up. That's yours, Zach. Enjoy that hot seat. All right, we're ready to bring up our next angler. He already has a top 10 this year. He's an EQ angler. He's from Fayetteville, Georgia, with a 2-day total of 43-14. Come on up, Josh Bragg. How many people came up from Georgia today, Josh?
Only one. My wife's here.
43-14 through your 2 days. You need 21-10 to unseat Zach. 5 in the bag. 16 pounds, and now it's going to jump Josh up to third place. Going to be a great finish for this EQ angler with a 3-day total of 59-15. Very valuable points. And getting out of here with another top 10. Let's hear for Josh Bragg out of Fayetteville, Georgia. Well, we are staying steady this year. Good season so far.
Yeah, it's been a good year. I've stubbed my toe a couple times at Kerr Lake in Oklahoma, Eufaula, but we needed this finish here.
How'd you get it done this week?
All on a drop shot in the Ned rig, out deep on the current seams.
And yeah, I heard you say yesterday. I kind of clued in on. You had a little history here. You fished here some.
Yeah, I fished here a couple times. I think this is my third or fourth event here.
It's a special place.
Oh, this is a beautiful place. One of my favorite places to come. I told my wife I'd live here July through September.
Maybe not December.
Yeah, not December.
So were you running a long way or were you staying close?
Yeah, I was going all the way to the off limits.
And the off limits, so folks know, we didn't let them go into the lake. They were cut off right there around Wolf Island, so we confined them to the St. Lawrence River. But again, a great week. Who do you want to recognize, say thanks to?
I want to thank my wife for coming up, all my family back home. My kids are probably watching, and all the support back home. I couldn't do it without that. And, man, I'm so glad to be in a Phoenix Mercury this week because yesterday was rough, and then when I came through Alexander Bay today, it was like the ocean in there. So glad to be in a Phoenix Mercury, and just like to thank all my sponsors.
You hang out up here for a while, or you headed back to that 100-degree heat in Georgia?
Got to go back to work Monday.
All right. One more round of applause for Josh Bragg. Third place, 3-day total of 59-15. Nice job. All right, he was in sixth place coming into today. He's from Michigan and another EQ angler. Step on up with 44-10 through his 2 days of fishing. Bo Thomas. All right, Bo, 44-10 through your 2 days to unseat Zach. You need 20 pounds and 14 ounces. Looking for 2014. 20 pounds, 15 ounces. He gets it by an ounce. And Bo Thomas surges to the lead. 3-day total of 65-9. Round of applause for Zach Goutremout. A great week for him. And your new leader was 65-9, Bo Thomas. By the ounce, he got it by 2 ounces. He needed 20 pounds and 14 ounces. He weighed 20 pounds and 15 ounces. And that was a little close.
A little too close for my liking.
How'd you get it done this week?
I caught them all on a drop shot. I mean, I just used Garmin Live Scope the whole time. And, you know, if you ain't scoping, you hoping. That's what I always like to say. So, I mean, I just put my head down, and I kept it down and stared at the screen the whole day and just chased around smallmouth bass the whole day. That's pretty much what I did.
You've had a decent season so far, but I know it's nice to get a top 10 checked off to your name now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's definitely a blessing getting to be up here and, you know, having a fortunate enough week to be in the top 10 is obviously really nice. But, you know, I learned a lot this year, and looking forward to next year already. But we still got 2 events going, and I'm pretty excited. You know, it's something special. You know, getting to come to a smallmouth fishery and getting to do something I love to do. And man, I just like staring at that screen, man. I tell you,
this is definitely a fun place to do that at. I know that is, especially when it can be a 5 or 6 pound smallmouth.
Yeah, I did catch a few of them this week. It was man, the area I found was pretty special. I mean, it was one of those areas where it wasn't on some specific structure. It wasn't on a certain break. I mean, it was just a flat that I had stumbled upon and practiced looking for 5 days I spent down there by the lake. And it was just something I was blessed with, and so I just stuck it out for the past 3 days there. And every time I pulled up there in the morning, I usually catch 3 or 4 good ones right away. And, I mean, I had to grind for the 5th one, but it was really cool. I mean, my dad got to come out and watch me today on the water, and a couple of my travel partners, Matt and Leif Messer. So it was fun getting to kind of put on a show for him this morning. That's for sure.
Key folks you want to recognize?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely got to do a big thanks to Rec Pro, Bass Boat Seats, and DNR Sports Center in Kalamazoo, Flat Rock. 100% got to thank Garmin. You know, I mean, without that stuff, I mean, I wouldn't be here today. You know, they help out. It's incredible how much they actually help us anglers, like sponsors and stuff like that. So I really got to give a big thanks to all of them.
Nice job. He is in the lead. Let's hear it for him with 65-9. That is the new mark. Great week so far. All right. We're down to just 5 anglers left. He was in 5th coming into today. He had a win last year in the Opens at the Chesapeake Bay Open, fishing the Classic this year, and he's unofficially your leader in the EQ points race coming into today from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Let's welcome up J.T. Tompkins. 45.5 through his 2 days of fishing. 20 pounds and 5 ounces puts him in the hot seat, looking for 20 pounds and 5 ounces. 17 pounds and 7 ounces up to 3rd place for J.T. Tompkins. 3-day total of 62.12. And through 6 events, you're in 3rd place here. You're going to be unofficially, still I think you're going to be holding on to that lead. It has been a fantastic season so far.
Absolutely. It's been super blessed. I mean, ever since the first tournament, God's been by my side, and he's been blessing me every single step of the way. So, you know, all thanks to him for what I've gotten so far, and I'm just super excited to see what these next 3 events have. And I really wanted to catch him this event. I've spent a lot of time here. I absolutely love this place. I love the people. I love the fishing. Everything about it's amazing. So just super happy that I was able to capitalize on my experience here and move on to these next 3 tournaments.
You definitely had your fair share of challenges with some mechanical problems, but thanks to our service crews that kept you going, and you fished through a lot of adversity this week.
Absolutely. You know, none of us could do any of this because no matter what you have, you're going to have problems, and you got to have – you're working with people is what you're working with. And when you got the people that they got out here, it's just an absolutely amazing experience working with these guys and how they bend over backwards for you. And big shout-out to all the people out there that, you know, help us anglers as a whole, and just super appreciative to those guys.
So let's talk about the fishing a little bit. How'd you get it done? How'd you adjust through the week to get you here and landed in 3rd place?
I kind of attacked this week. I've always wanted to top 10 or win this thing. Yeah, I've had a lot of experience there, and my dad's, he's put in a lot of work here, and both of us has kind of, you know, learned a lot about this place. So I kind of attacked this week. I knew I needed to make the long run to put a big bag in the boat, and I kind of went down there, and I like to fish deep. I like to do a lot of scanning. So first day I caught them mostly on a drop shot out deep on some isolated stuff. And then day 2, the wind picked up, couldn't quite get out there, and I knew I just need to go catch a decent enough bag to, you know, sustain the points. So I caught most of them on a spinner bait, but I did get one kicker out deep on a drop shot, and that's kind of how I attacked it.
Okay. Very good. Key folks, you want to recognize who supports you.
Absolutely. Camus and Mercury, they got me all the way down basically to the lake and back, you know, every single day. However they did it. And I'm super appreciative of those guys. You know, their customer service is amazing. And thanks to Strike King and Lose, because I had put a Strike King GS7 in my hand, and it's a 7.6 medium light. It gives me a ton of control over these smallmouth, and then also the custom light spinning reels, butter smooth, brand new, just come out with, top of the line, and just super happy to have all that equipment, and just super appreciative to everybody who helps me get here.
He's your EQ leader in points. Good job. Let's hear it one more time. He's in 3rd place with 62.12. J.T. Tompkins, again, great job. All right. Doing all right?
I'm just sitting here.
Again, just like I told Rich, every angler you get by is a few more dollars.
Well, I'm going to need it after the, 160 miles a day I had to run to catch all them bass, so I'm definitely going to need some money.
Go pay your tabs off at the marinas upriver. All right, let's welcome him up. He's coming into day number 3 in 4th place. He is from Kingston Springs, Tennessee. Come on up, Brent Anderson. His 2-day total, 46.11. 5 in the bag to unseat bow. You need 18.15. 16 pounds and 6 ounces all the way up to 3rd place for Brent Anderson. Going to be a great finish for him. Again, 63 pounds and an ounce for the Kingston Springs, Tennessee pro. And he's going out in 3rd place at the moment. A great week this week, Brent. How'd you get it done?
You know, man, I was staying pretty close in the morning, day 1 and 2, and drop shotting. And my goal was to try to have 20 before I ran a little further towards the lake. And I think day 1 at about 10 o'clock, I had 22. I headed up there, and I've got a little jig I designed. It's basically a little football Ned jig, and I just drug it the rest of the day because it usually don't get many bites, but it gets a bigger bite. And I think I called 3 times up there day 1, kind of the same program day 2, and then today I was went straight to the goods, and apparently there was a tournament going on up there because there's a lot of local pressure, and I finally did get in on a place and lost 2 great big ones, but that's typical day 3 for me. They call me day 3 BA. So
Still a great week, and I heard drop shots with that kind of the key lure all week.
yeah, that would kind of that's where my numbers. The first couple of days I was catching probably 50 keepers a day. And
That's awesome. That's so much fun.
yeah, I mean it's a big time. I love this place. I actually got it up here last summer, so I learned a lot about the river. But I like to stay close and catch a bunch and not spend all day driving. So.
Well, you're from Kingston Springs, Tennessee, and the next stop in this division is on Watts Bar. Any experience there?
That's I think there's 2 lakes on TBA chain I've never fished, and that's one of them. So
That'll make things interesting.
yeah, for sure.
So who do you want to recognize? Who supported you and got you here?
I want to say hey to Mom and Dad back home, all my buddies watching. Smyrna Ready Mix Concrete, Ashmore Marine Products, Harpeth River Outfitters. It's an online tackle store in my hometown. Without them, I wouldn't be here. Of course, Phoenix, Mercury, Lawrence, Sims does a lot for me. So thank all of you, all the other sponsors, and thanks everybody for coming out.
Brent, good job. One more round of applause for Brent Anderson out of Kingston Springs, Tennessee. 63 pounds and an ounce. Another one. Now here comes pretty big stick.
Oh, yeah. I mean, right now sitting in this seat, it kind of feels like the run down there. Just the more time you sit in here and the more time you sit in the boat running down there, you just think about stuff that's going to go wrong. So let's just get this over with. Let's go.
Well, you never know. We're going to find out. He is an EQ angler. He had the biggest bag yesterday with 24 pounds and 8 ounces. It made his 2-day total at 47.13. Let's bring him up from Kenora, Ontario, Jamie Bruce. Again, 47.13 through his 2 days of fishing. 5 in the bag. To unseat bow, you need 17.13. 21 pounds and 15 ounces, and Jamie Bruce surges to the lead with a 3-day total of 69.12. There he is, your new leader. Let's hear for Jamie Bruce out of Kenora, Ontario. It's produced a Bassmaster Classic champion, Kenora, Ontario has. And now it's got a leader here at the St. Croix Bassmaster Opens stop here on the St. Lawrence River.
Yeah, I'll take it. First time here, like every event on the schedule, it's another 22 hours from home, even though I've got a Ontario license. But I've got to thank everyone back home. The support's been overwhelming. There's a couple big bass derbies going on right now. I think my team partner, Brian Gustafson at home, is about to win the Canadian Bass Championship. So it's been a good weekend for us, and I'm ready to grab a bowl of Advil, take my check from here, buy a 1984 cruising boat, and go get some redemption on the wreck boaters down the lake.
Just go cruise around them?
Yeah, I'm going to wreck some docks and crash a few parties.
That sounds awesome. All right, well, I want to know about the fishing. Let's let them in on a few secrets. How'd you get it done this week?
Yeah, I'm sitting pretty in the EQ point, so I wanted to lay up and just fish up here, and I spent all but a day and a half of my practice around here, and it didn't work out, so I went down the lake and, had 24 pounds one day and didn't really have much pre-fish down there, so that was my best chance. I've got the big Lund, and I ran that sucker all the way down, and just kept expanding every day. Today, it took a lot longer, and I didn't really find them out deep, but I've been throwing a smelt BT fishing, smelt nader underspin with a little tiny swim bait on it. Caught all 10 of my fish the last 2 days on that, and then I snuck up shallow with a Canadian fly today and had some fun with that.
You said you've never been here before, but I think you might want to come back.
Yeah, I'm going to probably get a year New York license next time instead of 8 days.
Folks you want to recognize back home watching, anybody in the crowd or anybody who supports you?
Yeah, my wife Ashley's been painting with me through this grueling season. Like I said, it's a lot of time away from home. So shout out to her and my family back home, and I've got it coming from Northwestern Ontario. There's a lot of logistics and a lot of hurdles I have to jump over, and I have a lot of great friends and a lot of great sponsors back at home. But yeah, if you want to hear more bass and talk and talk about some sponsor stuff, check out Jamie Bruce Fishing on YouTube and get the Net podcast.
Awesome. Let's hear it for him. He is in the lead. Nice job, Jamie. And that also, again, we ran the points last night. He's inside the top 10, so he's having a fantastic season. The top 9 in the EQs punched their ticket to the Bassmaster Elite Series. So Jamie is having a fantastic season and another great finish. All right. Then there were 2. Let's welcome up our next angler. 48.5 is his total through 2 days of fishing. He's a former collegiate angler at Virginia Tech. Come on up from Vermont, Jody White. 48.5 through his 2 days of fishing. Set him right there. Watch him on Bass Track. We know he's had a good day. To unseat Jamie Bruce, you need 21.8. 23 pounds and 10 ounces, and Jody White moves into the lead with a 3-day total of 71.15. Now the Vermont Pro is in the lead here at Waddington on day 3. Out of Shaftesbury, Vermont. Let's hear it for your new leader, Jody White. What a week it has been, Jody.
Dude, it's been an incredible week. I love this river. I never could have imagined I would catch them as good here as I have, like the last couple of years, and it's just been a pleasure.
So what are the keys? I'm curious.
I don't know. I mean, a good spot definitely helps. I'm pretty sure I caught every single fish I weighed in off the same hole.
Well, that's a special place. How big is this hole?
I don't know. Maybe like 50 yards wide, 100 yards wide. I'm not good with distances. It's not like it's not like one rock. It's an area. And I'm just picking away through it with smallmouth stuff and trying to figure out how to get every one of them to bite.
So how many fish were you catching a day? I'm curious.
The first day, I really didn't catch that many. I probably caught 10 or so. And I caught big ones right out the giddy. And the second day, I caught more. I had to stay longer. And then today, I freaking put it in park when I got there. And, I caught a lot of fish today. A lot of 3-pounders, 2-pounders, and just worked my way up.
Real deep, real shallow, mid-range?
Yeah, like probably 30 to 45. Nothing crazy for the river, but not shallow by any means. I can't play that game. I'll leave that to the Canadians.
There you go. So I'm curious, did you leave the fish biting? I mean, is this like we were right there right now where we keep catching them? Sounds like it.
I mean, maybe. It might be better to try in the morning because they were
I want the waypoint. Unfortunately, I'm getting out of here, though.
Yeah, they were definitely slowing down.
So, great week. So key lures to catching those fish, drop shot, any other things?
Yeah, drop shot. I caught a couple on a swim bait, a couple on a Carolina rig. Nothing real fancy. Man, it was a great week. My mom and Liz and JP and a whole bunch of other people showed up for weigh-in, which is awesome. Brought the dogs. So I want to thank them. I want to thank Billy for letting me borrow his boat. I literally couldn't have done it in mine. So that was super clutch. I want to thank Sims for dope clothes, and I guess that's it.
Have a seat in the hot seat. He's in the lead. Let's hear it for him. 71-15. That's not it. We still got one more angler. You just want to stop it? You just want to stop the weigh-in?
He's weighed in enough here. Like, does he really need to do it again?
He's held a lot of trophies here, too.
I'm very aware. Yeah.
When you come to the Opens, you're going to get everybody's A game, and everybody got your A game, too.
I have photographed Corey and his brother a lot on this river. I've watched them fish a lot here. I've watched them escape me a lot here while I'm trying to take pictures of them. And generally speaking, one of them wins. So I'm not getting my hopes up.
Well, we're going to bring him up, but we're going to hold his fish first. That's how we do it here because we're about to have a crowning moment. We want to have Corey a chance to talk to people, thank people. So come on up from Cavan, Canada. I always mess it up, Corey. But Bassmaster Elite Series angler Corey Johnson. He's gone wire to wire so far. And yet again, another special week for you this week, Corey, on the St. Lawrence River.
Yeah, you know what? It has been a great week. Anytime you can make the top 10 and fish the final day, it's a great week on this place. You're catching big ones. But, it's been a frustrating week at the same time. Like, this really was the worst practice I've ever had out here. And this place is changing. It's getting a ton of pressure, and the fish are doing a lot different things than they normally do, and they're getting really hard to catch. So you got to do some different stuff and find some different areas.
Well, Keith, thank you. We got a busy week. You're wrapping up right here. Then I know you're probably headed straight to Detroit, Michigan. So this is going to be a good warm-up. Then you're going to come back to Clayton. So we got almost the summer busy stretch coming up. But who do you want to recognize and thank as you get ready to get busy again?
Yeah, I got to thank all my family. A bunch of them came out to watch today. And, I want to thank all my sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. Breakdowns happen no matter what you run. And I support the ones that support us. And, just a big shout-out to the service crew as well. They work their tail off every week, every tournament to keep us on the water.
All right, man. Well, go get those fish. Jody, I'm actually going to ask you to step out of the hot seat. Step up right here. As he gets ready to bring him up, Corey Johnson, again, he's gone wire to wire so far. Everybody ready to crown a champion here at Waddington. You ready? You guys ready? All right, let's bring him up. 49.9 through his 2 days of fishing, side by side. Corey needs 22.7 with these 5. If it's lighter, it goes to Jody. Looking for 22.7 with these 5. $20 pounds and 8 ounces, and that means Jody White is going to be your champion here in Waddington. And we're going to keep it going. We got Alex with the trophy, I hope. Alex, are you over there? Let's keep the emotions running high. He is from Vermont, and let's hear it for your champion, Jody White, here in Waddington, New York on the St. Lawrence Seaway. Oh, to that trophy high, Jody. I think he was really surprised. I mean, you just were ready to hand the trophy to Corey.
Oh, my God, dude. It's freaking the Johnstons. They're going to win.
Not today.
I can't believe it. Dude, I was running back today and, thinking just how amazing it is just to be in a position, right? I didn't think I had it won. I'm like, I'm going to come in. Maybe I'll finish second. And I got to be in the hunt for a Bassmaster Open because it's a dream come true. It's a thing that everyone should get to experience, but not everyone gets to experience it, and that's why it's special. So, God, I just can't even believe it, dude.
I was going to say, and Billy Gilbert, what a lucky boat, man. He contended last year here on the river, and here you go out in the boat and you win the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, Billy's had some ups and downs in that boat, but, God, without that thing, I would have been toast. I'd still be running right now. So that was the ticket.
You can offer him right now, at this moment, you can offer him, if you want to buy that, $49,700 if you want to buy it.
Well, I think
that's what you're taking home.
I'm pretty sure it's worth more than that, actually.
It's all in what the seller is willing to take.
Gosh, it's a beautiful boat, and honestly, I really want to get a new boat after this week. It's been a good week.
Jody White, a Bassmaster champion. How's that sound?
Sounds great, man. I've done it as a co-angler. I'm getting the full-size one. Pretty special.
Go step right there one more time. Waddington, I need you to send your champion off the stage with a good Waddington yell. 3-day total. Jody White, 71 pounds and 15 ounces. Taking the hardware home. We want one more. Take 3. There you go. Over the head. We're going to make him hold it up one more time. Actually, you can bump that up $500 more for your Garmin contingency. We'll just add to that. So, good job. We're good. Thanks, man. Second place. I hope he didn't get off. Make sure Corey Johnson didn't get away from us. We got a trophy for him too. Is he back there? He may be loading his boat. Third place, Jamie. Are you here? We can go ahead and bring Jamie up if we need to. Corey, get away from us. Okay, let's get him around here real quick. I know he's ready to hit the road to Detroit. It's another great week on the St. Lawrence River with 70 pounds and an ounce. Come on up, Corey Johnson, Bassmaster Elite Series Angler, $24,140 to Corey. That ought to be enough gas money to get him over to Detroit. Best of luck the rest of the season, Corey. We appreciate you, and we will see you next week. You can follow along on FS1 on Bassmaster.com. and FS1 starting next Thursday. All right, third place, Jamie Bruce, come on up. He is going to be inside the top 10 now in the EQs with 69 pounds and 12 ounces. There's your trophy, Jamie, with Alex on St. Croix rods. $17,040 going to Jamie Bruce. His next stop's going to be at Watts Bar in northeastern Tennessee. Again, great tournament this week, Jamie. We appreciate you. And we'll see you in Tennessee. All right. Let's look at our final standings where we wrapped up. Bo Thomas, 65 pounds and 9 ounces. He's going to be coming in fourth. $14,200 to Bo Thomas. Zach Goutremout, fifth place. $12,350 to Bo Thomas. Or Zach Goutremout, sorry. Brent Anderson, sixth place. $11,360 to Brent. JT Tompkins, seventh place. $10,650. Rich Ortiz, 8th place, $9,940. Josh Bragg, 9th place, $7,810. And rounding out our top 10 is Gary Miller. He'll be taking home $6,390. That is a wrap here in Waddington, New York. We have had a fantastic time. I don't want to leave because it's 95 degrees back home at our headquarters in Birmingham, Alabama, but we will be headed back. We're going to take about a 6-week break. Mid-September is when we're headed to our next stop, Watts Bar. That will be the final tournament in this Division 3, and then we will be wrapped up there. And then we got 2 more tournaments after that at Lake of the Ozarks and Osage Beach the very next week. We are back-to-back that time. And then we will wrap up the St. Croix Bassmaster Opens down at the Harris Chain of Lakes in Leesburg, Florida in mid-October. Waddington, as usual, you guys have been fantastic. The St. Lawrence River, we thank you. You are an awesome fishery, and I hope everybody around here does everything they can to protect that fishery. Again, thank you to the New York Bass Nation, the town of Waddington, the Waddington Fire Department, the St. Lawrence Chamber of Commerce, the entire Bass staff. Until Watts Bar, you guys have a safe time. Enjoy this beautiful area you get to call home, and we will see you in about